Yo, listen up, got a tale to tell about a young shepherd boy and a giant who fell. David was his name, not a warrior in sight, but he had heart, soul, and a fight that was tight. In the valley of Balah, tension was high. Goliath stood tall, his shadow covered the sky. Who faced me? He roared with a laugh so cruel, but the army.
Welcome to It's Happening. My name is Jared. That was one of our songs in a creative little video that we made to do it. We could do all kind of crazy stuff with our platform, guys. And if you are in need of some website development or some social media marketing, some logo design, some image design, we can do it all, guys. And our new website link is in the description below. So if you are wanting to work with us, all you got to do is go down there, click that link, go to contact us, and it has a little spot where you can apply and see if you're even a fit for what we are doing or what you may need or may not need. So before we get into it, please like this video, comment on it, share it with your friends and family. It will help us get seen more. We have the live chat up. If you have any comments or questions, we will respond to you. We do want to engage with you guys. So I don't know how many of you have seen the 4-hour interview investigation they did this morning with Robert Hur on the Biden documents and everything. Yet again, we come to find out that the rules are just not the same for Democrats. There's always some excuse. Because let's not forget, they did the exact same thing for Hillary Clinton. And for those of you who do not remember, that's what I'm going to open up with. I'm going to pull up a video to show you exactly what they did before with Hillary Clinton and now how they are doing the very same thing for Biden while trying to lock up Trump, while locking up Trump supporters, while locking up journalists who are just doing their job because it makes them look bad. But then they turn around and they do this for the Democrats. And maybe I'm wrong, guys. You know, I know the Republicans are not the solutions to our problems, guys. Don't get me wrong. I know that without a doubt. But the Democrats damn sure are the cause. And they seem to be able to do whatever they want, whenever they want. My phone is not letting me know if this is working. If you can hear me, would you please put it in live chat or why or what state you are watching from? I have got to get a second set up so I can do this without asking you guys for help on that. Anyways, guys, I hope y'all are having a wonderful day today. I sure am. Let's get right into it. I'm going to go ahead and pull up this first video. And like I said, guys, I have the live chat up. Let's talk. I hope you guys can hear me. Ashley, if you're watching, will you let me know if you can hear? My phone's not letting me know. All right, guys, let's get into this. Remember this, guys. This is what they did for Hillary Clinton. All right. Thank you, Vandy Street. Make sure y'all can see that. All right. Now, listen to this.
Although there is evidence of potential violations of the statutes regarding the handling of classified information, our judgment is that no reasonable prosecutor would bring such a case. Prosecutors necessarily weigh a number of factors before deciding whether to bring charges. There are obvious considerations like the strength of the evidence, especially regarding intent. Responsible decisions also consider the context of a person's actions and how similar situations have been handled in the past. In looking back at our investigations into the mishandling or removal of classified information, we cannot find a case that would support bringing criminal charges on these facts.
He's constantly contradicting himself. At the very beginning, although we know there are crimes committed here, we're just not going to do anything. And then he keeps twisting it back and forth. This is what they do. This is how the Democrats get away with it. Now, let's hop over to the Robert Hur meeting this morning. I'm going to play a couple different things on it. But guys, yeah, let me know what you think about this. This really pisses me off because they are still going after Trump for the very thing that they are going to allow Biden to get away with while admitting, just like Comer just did, he admitted she was guilty. He admitted she committed a crime, then said, I ain't going to do anything about it. They do the exact same thing here. Watch this.
The Justice Department has declined to prosecute President Joe Biden for his handling of classified Obama-era documents, which were found in his former office in Washington, D.C. and at his home in Delaware.
In a 345-page report, special counsel Robert Hur wrote, quote, "We conclude that no criminal charges are warranted in this matter." President Biden offered his first public comments about the report earlier this evening.
Special counsel acknowledged I cooperated completely. I did not throw up any roadblocks. I sought no delays. In fact, I was so.
So now maybe I'm hearing this wrong. So what it sounds like he's saying is you could break the law as long as when you get caught breaking the law, you cooperate. Is that what he's saying? Because that's what it sounds like he's saying to me. What do you think? Is that what he's saying, guys? I mean, it sure sounds like he said, as long as you get caught and then you help the investigation, you can break the law all you want.
So determined to give special counsel what they needed, I went forward with a 5-hour in-person interview over the 2 days of October the 9th, 8th and 9th last year, even though Israel had just been attacked by Hamas on the 7th. I was especially pleased to see the special counsel make clear the stark differences between this case and Donald Trump. Bottom line is the special counsel in my case decided against moving forward with any charges. This matter is now closed.
Boom, there it is. You see? It's closed. It's over with. It's done. They know I broke the law. I've admitted I'm breaking the law, and they're just spitting in all of our faces. And then he tries to make the clear distinction between him and Trump. The worst part of that, really, guys, of him trying to make that distinction is the fact that what he did was so much worse. When he stole those documents, he was a senator, would not have been allowed to have those documents. He was not a president. He was not supposed to have them at all whatsoever. And they found documents going back even further than that. What Donald Trump did is what every other president does, which is legal for every president to do. One actually didn't break the law. The other admits to breaking the law. Nothing happens. And the one who didn't break the law, well, we've got 91 criminal charges. We've got 15 cases going against him. We are going to make damn sure because he didn't do anything wrong, we're going to put him in prison. And if any of you MAGA supporters speak up, you're next. Because don't forget, they just arrested the Blaze reporter for simply filming something, guys. That's where this stuff is going. So now let's go check out some more of the actual interview, and I'm going to let this play for a minute. But let me know what you guys think on this. This is just crazy to me. They keep blatantly showing us, we don't care what you think. We are going to do what we want. We are going to break any law we want. We are going to fundamentally destroy this country while blaming it on you.
Mr. Hur, why did he do it? Why did Joe Biden, in your words, willfully retain and disclose classified materials? I mean, he knew the law. Been in office like 50 years, 5 decades in the United States Senate, chairman of the Senate Foreign Relations Committee, 8 years as vice president. He got briefed every day as vice president. He's been in the Situation Room. In fact, you know he knew the rules because you said so on page 226. President Biden was deeply familiar with the measures taken to safeguard classified documents. And Joe Biden told us he knew the rules. Mr. Armstrong said this earlier. Joe Biden was deeply familiar with it. You're exactly right, because he told us when Jack Smith goes after President Trump, Joe Biden says, how could this happen? What data was in those documents that could compromise sources and methods? It's irresponsible. So Joe Biden knew the rules. You know he knew the rules. And Joe Biden told us he knew the rules. So, Mr. Hur, why did he break them?
Congressman, the conclusion as to exactly why the president did what he did is not one that we explicitly address in the report. The report explains my decision to the Attorney General that no criminal charges were warranted in this manner.
I think you did tell us. I think you told us, Mr. Herr. Page 231, you said this. President Biden had strong motivations. That's a key word. We're getting to motive now. President Biden had strong motivations to ignore the proper procedures for safeguarding the classified information in his notebooks. Why did he have strong motivations? Because, next word, because he decided months before leaving office to write a book. To write a book. That was his motive. He knew the rules. He broke them because he was writing a book. And you further say, and he began meeting with the ghostwriter while he was still vice president. There's the motive. Mr. Herr, how much did President Biden get paid for his book?
Off the top of my head, I'm not sure if that information appears in the report.
It sure
but
does. There's a dollar amount in there. You remember?
I don't, it may be 8 million if
$8
that's accurate.
million. Joe Biden had 8 million reasons to break the rules. Took classified information and shared it with the guy who was writing the book. That's why he did. He knew the rules, but he broke them for $8 million in a book advance. But you know what? It wasn't just the money. Joe Biden, here's this page 231, very next page. Joe Biden, in your report, Joe Biden viewed his notebooks as an irreplaceable, contemporaneous record of the most important moments of his vice presidency. He'd written this all down for the book, for the $8 million. And the next thing you say in your report is, quote, such a record would buttress his legacy as a world leader. You know what this is? It wasn't just the money. It wasn't just $8 million. It was also his ego. Pride and money is why he knowingly violated the rules. The oldest motives in the book, pride and money. You agree with that, Mr. Herr? You wrote it in your report.
That language, and it does appear in the report, and we did identify evidence supporting those assessments.
You also had another interesting statement in your report. You said Joe Biden, I want to make sure I get this right, viewed himself as a man of presidential timber. Remember that statement, Mr. Herr?
I believe that does appear in the report, at least in the executive summary.
I think this is interesting because here's the scary part. Page 200. I said this earlier in my opening statement. Page 200. Joe Biden, this is a quote, Joe Biden risked serious damage to America's national security when he shared information with his ghostwriter. Shared it with his ghostwriter, the guy who was helping Joe Biden get $8 million. And oh, by the way, Mr. Herr, what did that ghostwriter do with the information Joe Biden shared with him on his laptop? What did he do after you were named special counsel?
Chairman, if you're referring to the audio recordings that Mr. Zwanitzer created of his conversations with
Exactly
Mr.
what
Biden,
I'm referring to.
he slid, if I remember correctly, he slid those files into his recycle bin on his computer.
Tried to destroy the evidence, didn't he?
Correct.
The very guy who was helping Joe Biden get the $8 million, Joe Biden had used the motive for Joe Biden to disclose classified information, to retain classified information, which he definitely knew was against the law. When you get named special counsel, what's that guy do? He destroys the evidence.
I mean, I can't even keep up with how many crimes that he just admitted that they know that the Bidens did. And not only the Bidens, the people who are writing his book, not only that, the January 6th committee who destroyed all their evidence. Again, it's right in front of our faces. They will go to any lengths to destroy anyone who dares think for themselves. They will destroy you if you call them out on the things that they are doing themselves. We cannot continue on this way. Those of us who are neither Republican nor Democrat, but are Americans and love America, we need to start standing up and fighting back against this. Because these people will go to any lengths to destroy this country. And I just showed you. I mean, how many crimes did he admit to? And nothing's going to happen, and he laughs about it. Yeah, that's right. No charges. It's done now, isn't it? And I showed you what James Comer did for Hillary Clinton. Yeah, she broke the law. We've got all the evidence against her, but I'm not going to charge her. I don't know, guys. Like I said, our goal here is to never trying to convince you of things. Do we come on here and give you our opinions? Absolutely. Could my opinions be wrong? Absolutely. Our goal is to show you a different perspective and hopefully open your mind to where you start digging deeper, to where you question the things that we show you, to where you question the news, the media, the politicians, because they're all lying to us. And people like us can get it wrong, but I do my very best to never lie or mislead to you guys. And if I get it wrong, I have no issue with coming on here and saying I got it wrong. But we are watching the Communist Party take over this country right now. And there's not enough of us standing up and saying, no, stop it. This is not going to happen to this country. We will not allow you to do what China did to their country. We will not allow you to do what Stalin did in the Soviet Union. We will not allow you to do what Hitler did. These are all the actions of the Democrat Party and the Republican Party, the Uniparty, the elite party who is crushing us. And they openly do it in front of our face and then laugh about it. They've completely taken the power away from the people. So we, the people, need to remind them that they work for us. Remember, folks, it's happening, especially if a politician says it's not. God bless. You have a wonderful day. And if you watch this, the replay, and you comment, I will chat with you. So if you have any comments or questions, and if you need website design, tumblers made, some shirts made, things like that, go down to my link below and let's talk or comment here. If you are interested in coming on a podcast, you can also go to my website and put on there that you would like to be a guest, and we can get it scheduled. I'm trying to do it in a better way so we can have things more scheduled. Anyways, again, guys, God bless. Y'all have a wonderful day, and keep paying attention, because these people are going to continue throwing people like you and me in prison for not breaking the law, while these people openly break the law, openly tell you they're breaking the law, and then laugh in your face when they say they're not going to do anything about it. God bless. Have a wonderful evening.